YouTube is so complicated. Oh my god. Today I want to talk about how I grew my account till 14,000 followers, and unlike all the videos which are explaining like what are the tricks and tips and whatever, I just want to share my story and maybe give you some advices which I believe will be helpful if you are just starting. Because when I was just starting my account on TikTok, I would like to see somebody not only sharing when they already have like millions of followers, but on that small stage which is closer to me, and share the experience and give some like advices how to proceed better. TikTok is the only one platform which I think that I achieved some kind of like a level where I could already share some experience. I started my TikTok already in 2020, I guess, when it's just like all appeared. But then I was posting, and then somehow I stopped because for whatever reason I thought like this is not for me. And then I came back to Tech a year ago, and I started posting like without any thinking about, like, I already thought that it's a little bit too late. There were already like the experts. It became like not only the app about dancing and just for teenagers, it became like a platform where people were sharing knowledge and building the communities, and I just wanted to be one of those people. So I started my TikTok, and I was just trying to figure out how it's going to be the best, not like to lose time, and just make it as fast as possible, in the meaning of that I wouldn't repeat the previous mistakes. So I was following a lot of TikTok coaches and a lot of like influencer coaches, because that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be the influencer, and I actually unfollowed them like, I do not know, like a month ago, all of them, because they were just overwhelming me with all those tricks and new algorithms and new features which are coming, what you had to do, what you didn't have to do. And this was so overwhelming. And as a first advice I would give you is, do not follow, and just unfollow. If you're watching too much content about how to, you will just get stuck on that level when you will never start. So about my growth in general on TikTok, I started like with a couple of followers like everybody else, and then I decided maybe I shall, like, I had like a small budget, and I thought like maybe, and I'm already were using the Instagram advertisement that time, I thought like maybe I shall try that new feature on TikTok as well, which will bring me a little bit of followers, just like a base, like a couple of hundreds. Just when people are kind of showing up on my profile, they already see that there is a small following. And I personally think that this is like the crowd effect. The more followers you have, the more people tend to follow you. So I paid, I think, like 15 euros or something like that, and I think it was just advertising like a random videos of my profile. And I gotta say, the result I didn't like. It was running like, I think, a week or something. I wouldn't recommend it in general, because this was just something like totally unnecessary, and it is only probably valid if you are having kind of a product and if you want to like attract the customers. But as a followers, I realized that they were following some people which were like men, women, and I wouldn't say that the man is like my target audience, since I'm like about fashion and style and partially beauty. So I thought like this is not necessary. I stopped the ad, and I decided to make it by my own. So I started to posting videos. So let's talk about like deeply the most common questions and the most popular questions, the questions which are like tons of content is generated about. It's niche down or do not niche. Oh my god, I remember like it was just a couple of months ago, I guess, when I saw on some TikTok gurus videos that you do not have to niche down, you are the niche. And oh my god, it's just like started like a snowball. Everybody started to talk about that you do not have to pick the niche, that you have to be the niche, and blah blah blah. This is like so confusing, and due to the fact that it's like that totally the opposite things, you just do not know where to go. They just were telling us that you have to niche down like just a couple. You did niche down, and now they are saying that you do not have to. I mean, how it's confusing. It was just blowing my head. And yeah, about niche down, I would say in general, niching down is obviously, you will have to anyway niche down, because you are just choosing the topics anyway you want to talk about. Niching down in the beginning helps really to attract followers. That's true, because people understand what kind of content they are coming for, and they are more tend to follow, like it is clear. They go to the account, they see your profile, there's like more or less all familiar videos, press the button, follow, and everything understandable. They already know what kind of content to expect from you. Everything is clear. Yes, that is true, but also in the beginning there are situations when you do not know what to post about. Maybe you couldn't figure out who you are yet, but you still want to create the content. And here I say, try everything. I know that sounds like a totally crazy thing, but you have to really try everything. And when I'm talking about everything, not only like the different formats, like for example the talking head, the video vlog, or I don't know, maybe just without the face. You have to try also the different branches, because you never know. And it might happen that you think that you want to post about something, but once you start posting, it is not that interesting anymore for yourself, and you think like, maybe I should just like start something different. I want to give you the example with myself. I have a hobby, and I plant trees from the seeds and everything. I like plants, and I like to see them grow, and the whole process of like making it from the seeds till the whole tree, it's fascinating me. And I felt like I always wanted to create either YouTube video or start the Instagram account or TikTok. And this idea was in my head for so long, and I thought like, I want to do that, but at the same time I was making like fashion, and I thought like, okay, I cannot mix that in one account. This is definitely going to be like too much, And then a couple of weeks, I just created that account finally. I just created a brand new TikTok account, and I started to post a couple of videos. And it actually went good, when you are creating a new TikTok account, it's kind of like, I guess it's pushing you a little bit. And it's not that you do not have any kind of views, because even if you do not have the followers, you still get the views. And if you being constant, or if you are being consistent, then I think it is a great thing to start the new account. And if you have like the really old one, I would probably like leave it, and just start something new. But back to my plant account. So I created it, I posted one video. Yes, that was great, I got like 700 views immediately. That was like really nice, people liked it. I even got a couple of followers immediately. And then I created a new video, and then I posted overall 4 videos, and then I was done. When I say I was done, it's not only that I didn't have any kind of things to post anymore, but that urge inside of me, which I thought was like a great idea, this is something what I want to do, was just like vanishing. I wanted something, I did that, and that's it. That was just a small thing, a matter of 1 TikTok account and 4 videos. As a result, I do not post in that account anymore, and I think that was just needed, that I created that account, that I did post in it, that I decide for myself that this is like not something for me, and I went back to my fashion account. I think in order to make that decision of what to post, you have to try different things, at least the things which are coming to your head, like, okay, I could post about this, I could post about this, make the videos, make that kind of videos, and you have to try them all. Even if you are like ashamed to post and it's not gonna be bad, think about the next thing, which I'm gonna talk about. The second question is my favorite. How many times a day to post? Wow. I do not know how many million of videos are existing about how many times a day, a week, a month to post. what time to post. Wow, I know that it's like existing the versions of 5 times a day, it's existing the versions 1 times a week. And I think on YouTube it's a little bit easier, because the YouTube video takes more time to mount, to film, and people simply cannot have that capacity to produce like one video a day. But on TikTok, it's a little bit different. It is like a quick content, okay? And till now it was more like a short form content, so it was possible to create many times a day. And if you are being overwhelmed with 3 to 5 times a day, I just want to tell you something, like a different perspective to that whole thing, which will make you then to decide by your own. So when you are posting the video, take it as a practice. So the posting the video is a skill, okay? I'm also not like really great talking on the camera, and English is not like my native language. But I still want to like improve that skill of talking on the camera. I would like to have like the YouTube channel, and I was thinking already for so long, instead of just doing it, and I was thinking about creating the YouTube channel for over years now, and I still just filming it now. I had that teeny tiny microphone of mine for years now. I have the camera, I have like the light, and maybe this is not like the best quality video at the moment, but I still think that it's not necessary in the beginning. And instead of just overthinking it too much, I would be already posting for several years, and the quality of my content would increase like dramatically, probably, And when you are talking about like posting a video, look at it as a practice. The more you practice, the practice is the key. Here it comes that term of consistency, because consistency means that you are practicing every day with like small steps. It is, the practice is the key. The practice is the key. Maybe not the consistency, but the practice. And I understand the practice is like, for me, kind of easier, if you want to like become sporty. You are not just like running, I don't know, go for a run like once in a month, right? You are also not going for a run like 3 times a day, but you know that, for example, going every day for a certain amount of time will give you like the best result, right? And when it comes to video, obviously it has to be some kind of like a balance, between that you produce as much as you can and you want, and at the same time you do not have to like burn out and just say like, oh my god, I'm like sick of making the videos every single day. So it has to be the balance, but remember that this is the practice. With every video you are getting better, you are increasing your skill, no matter what kind of platform it is, no matter like it's making the video or making the pictures, like photographing. And here I want to give you one example, and this example I heard it in many videos, and there's always the variations of this example. So 2 groups of people were given the task to make a picture, and one group was allowed only to make 1 picture. They were given like a month. So one group has to present like 1 picture, and the other group has to present like also 1 picture in the end, but they were allowed to practice every day, and the other group was not allowed to practice. And it's obvious, right? It's obvious that the group which was practicing every day to shoot, they already experienced, they increased their skill, and they presented a better picture. Yes, you can post like once a week, but then you're only practicing once a week, okay? Because when you are posting, you are kind of like letting it go and not like collecting it in drafts as well, because better to post it, better to see the result, analyze it, better to, I do not know, remove that like cringe of watching your own video in the beginning maybe, and just like let it go, let it be, and maybe if you would like hate it in the end, post it. But then on TikTok you have the possibility to go to privacy settings and just put it like only I can see it. but I would still recommend not collect it in the drafts, because the drafts create that thing that you cannot unload. I mean, it's like the ideas in your head. And here comes the third thing I want to say, that if you have the idea of a video, try to create the video itself and post it as fast as you can. So do not make that gap between the idea, when idea occurred in your head, and between, or till the moment when you are actually posting it. Do not make that gap too long, because you will think that the idea, for example, is great, and you have to kind of like boil it in your head, you know, like let it cook. But you might realize that after you are finally posting it, that is totally something different what you expected. Maybe it's not that good, you know, maybe it's just you do not like it anymore, and you were spending too much energy on thinking about that idea, where you could just like post it, let it go, and create a space in your head for different ideas. I'm talking again about my own example with the YouTube channel, and I know that maybe if I'm posting now and I'm sharing this video with you, I'm not gonna keep it in the drafts, and whatever how bad it's gonna be or perform, I'll watch that video and I will decide for myself if this is something what I want to do further or not. When you have the idea, it doesn't mean that somebody else also doesn't have it. And when I mean that is, I was having like a couple of ideas in my head, and sometimes if you do not have a camera, if you do not have time, try at least to write it down, especially for TikTok, you know, because it's like you are maybe scrolling the TikTok and you are like, oh my god, this is like a nice idea, I also want to create video for that. Just write it down, because if you are like me, I'm then forgetting it, and I think like, okay, this is like a waste of idea. And sometimes when I do not post it and it's been too long, and then I think that somebody else just did that. Do not be me. Just post it, do not wait, and you never know what idea is gonna like blow, you know, and people gonna like that, and you're gonna like that, and it can bring you like the whole bunch of possibilities. The next thing is also my favorite, it's being authentic. And I was already talking about it when I said like try everything. And being authentic is, or understanding what is your authenticity is to try things, to realize that this is not for me and this is for me. Or for example, that kind of video is like, I cannot, it gives me the ick, I do not like that. But without trying, you will not understand that. And when it comes to being authentic, it's obviously about how you are presenting your video. And for example, for that, I'm still trying, okay? That's why I'm making that video, because I'm still in the process of understanding myself, and this is what thoughts are running through my head. And for example, I was posting on TikTok. I kind of thought that I found my format with the short videos, with like making the outfit and everything. But I was like, when scrolling through the TikTok, I realized that there are a lot of like get ready with me, making the makeup and everything. And I wanted to try it because I thought like, that's gonna be nice and everything. Again, I was like thinking too long or overthinking it. And I realized that when I finally made it, that it's not really me, you know, that I do not like it. And even if I know that it's like also the matter of skill to make such videos, I just realized that first I cannot talk at the same time when I'm making my makeup or I'm doing something, and it gives me like, I stop thinking. I stop thinking because I need to stare at my face and do my makeup, and I get my thoughts. It's not multitasking. Somehow I think that I'm like a multitasking person, but when it came to that particular thing, I realized I'm not really. So maybe let's like summarize everything what I said. And when it comes to the niche, again, you can choose whatever path you want. You can niche down if you already know the only one topic or a couple of topics you want to talk about. If you do not know at all, try everything. You will figure out. Like I just posted. When it comes to how many videos you shall make, I would recommend to make as much as possible, in the meaning of that it's practice for you. It means if you do not have a skill in filming and on talking on camera, and you would love to make that kind of videos, then I would make as much as possible, because that is like improving your skill. Okay, it's not like how many videos you have to post. It can be like you can have the capacity only for one day today, but you are full of ideas and you are full of inspiration and energy, and you can make like 5 tomorrow, you know. And I think you just have to kind of like keep practicing. And when it comes to being authentic, I think that to understand yourself, again, you have to try different formats, different kind of like videos. I don't know, maybe the picture format, which TikTok also has, it's like totally yours, and you will fall in love, and everybody will fall in love in your vision. So trying things, different formats, different topics, and you will get there. I'm telling you. Do not listen to the TikTok gurus, you know. Do not watch too many how to make a perfect video, or how to go viral, or how to not go viral. Just do your thing. Just do what you feel like. In the beginning, you just do what you think is right, what you like, what you feel comfortable with, and yeah, be authentic. Thank you so much for watching. This is my first video. Please be kind in the comments if you even watch this video, and obviously if you have any questions. I'm still at the moment having 14,000 followers on TikTok. I didn't grow that much, and yeah, I would like to share with you with everything I know. I'm not selling any kind of course, but I feel like this is the idea I wanted to share with, like, I wanted to give it away to have more other ideas in my head. So yeah, have a nice and great day, and go create something cool.